So earlier today, I was thinking about Safety Dance, okay? Everybody knows the song, and it's a fun song. It's just kind of random, silly Safety Dance. But if you think about it, it's just basically two words, two random words put together. Safety Dance. Like, it's just so random, it got me thinking. What if there was never a song called Safety Dance? Like, what if the song never existed, you know? And somebody, it just kind of came up in conversation. Somebody, said to you, Safety Dance. You would probably look at them like they had 10 heads. They would be like, wait, what? What are you talking about, Safety Dance? Like, that just sounds so ridiculous and random. Like, what are you, just taking two random words and putting them together and, trying to make it a thing? Well, that's what they did when they made the song, you know? And so it got me thinking, how else could we do that? What other words, could be like two words that we just take and just random words, we put them together. They don't mean anything currently, but we could make them mean something, and it would make sense because these words, they sound like Safety Dance. Like it rolls right off the tongue, Safety Dance. It sounds like it could be something. It rolls right off the tongue. So the one that I came up with was elevator pants, right? I'll say it again and I'll let it sink in. Elevator pants. Think about it. I mean, it's nothing. It doesn't mean anything right now, but doesn't it sound like it could be something? It doesn't sound so far-fetched, like elevator pants. Like, it sounds like it could be a thing. It rolls right off the tongue, elevator pants. And so it got me thinking, if that was a thing, what would it be? What would that thing be? And so I'm just kind of, my imagination starts to run wild here. What would that be if there was a thing called elevator pants? And I just imagine maybe I could start a company that manufactures these elevator pants, and it could be this big thing that everybody's doing it. You go anywhere to a building that has an elevator, and that's what everybody does. They get, before they get on the elevator, they take off their pants and they put on these elevator pants, and they go on to the next floor, whatever floor they're going to, and then once they're done on the elevator, they get off the elevator, they put their pants back on, it's probably sounds ridiculous. You're probably like, oh, what are you talking about? This is ridiculous. But it could be a thing. People used to think the world was flat, until so any idea before it became a real thing probably sounded ridiculous, But this elevator pants, it could be a thing. The next one I thought of was chicken and vodka. I'll say it again and I'll let that sink in. Chicken and vodka. It's nothing currently. Right now, those two words put together, is not a thing. It doesn't mean anything. But doesn't it sound like it could be a thing? Chicken and vodka. I'm just imagining, what if it was a thing? What would that thing be? It could be big. It could be this big thing where you go to any restaurant, it's like a chicken parm, or you go to any restaurant or a bar, it could be a thing. You can order it anywhere. A chicken and vodka, and they put chicken on a plate and they give you vodka in a cup, and that could be this huge thing. It's like peanut butter and jelly, okay, that's a thing. Well, now the new thing is chicken and vodka, and you'd have to order it though. I feel like you'd have to order it with this Scottish accent. You'd have to be like, chicken and vodka. You'd have to say it that way. Otherwise it just wouldn't be as cool. And even though I know that vodka is from Russia, right? But I just think it sounds cooler if you say it with a Russian accent, with a Scottish accent. Chicken and vodka, and the next one I thought of was bagels and pajamas. Right? Why not? That's nothing. It's not a thing currently, but doesn't it sound like it could be? Bagels and pajamas. it sounds natural. It sounds like a thing, right? Like it rolls right off the tongue. And, so it's like, what could that be? And then it's not like very far-fetched. It sounds, like these other ones that I'm saying that are just two completely random words, Bagels and pajamas, like that kind of sounds like it could go together. It's, less of a reach, because bagels is something you eat for breakfast in the morning. Oftentimes when you eat breakfast, you're still wearing your pajamas, right? But the thing is, like, there's a lot of different foods that you could eat for breakfast. You could eat cereal, waffles, eggs, bacon, whatever. But, so it's like, why bagels and pajamas? Well, because bagels and pajamas, it sounds the best. That is the breakfast food that sounds the best when you say it in pajamas. It sounds cool. It sounds like a real thing. Bagels and pajamas, and like, and I'm thinking like, okay, let's take it a step further, right? Like, if this really was a big thing, it could be a restaurant or like a store. It could be a store where, I could open up this store and it's called Bagels and Pajamas. And when you walk into the store and you can either go left or right once you walk in the door. If you go left, there's bagels. If you go right, pajamas. And like, and you can buy one or the other, or you can maybe buy one of each, but that's the store. And the next one I thought of was Pizza Panda. And again, you're just probably like, wait, what? What are you talking about, Jeremy? These things are just ridiculous. That's not a thing. You're like, Pizza Panda? Like, what is that? It's not but doesn't it sound like it could be a thing? Like it rolls right off the tongue. Pizza Panda. Like, it sounds so cool, you just want to keep saying it a bunch of times, right? Pizza Panda, Pizza Panda, Pizza Panda. Like, you're gonna finish watching this video right now, and you're just gonna like go up to people saying Pizza Panda a bunch of times. They're gonna think you're crazy, but like, it sounds like a thing. And then I'm thinking like, okay, if it was a thing, what would that thing be? Like, I'm thinking I could open up a restaurant, and it would be called Pizza Panda. Of course, that'd be the name of the restaurant. And I'm thinking that, it would be cool and fun because the thing with this restaurant is they would serve two different types of food, of course, pizza and Chinese food. But the thing is, the little catch here, the kicker is that whichever person opens up the restaurant that day, they get to choose whether the restaurant is serving pizza or Chinese food. So like nobody else knows, it's like a surprise every day. Nobody else knows. None of the other workers and none of the customers know that day which one is going to be served, either pizza or Chinese food. It's a surprise to everybody, the other workers and the customers when they show up, so it's not until they walk in, they enter the restaurant, they walk through those doors, then they see if it's pizza or Chinese food, So that's like half the fun. The other half of the fun is that this rule is going to be a rule at the restaurant. And I'm going to make this, I'm going to open the restaurant up. The rule is, because it's so fun to say, it's so fun to say Pizza Panda, so the rule is this: if you're a customer that goes there, you have to say Pizza Panda. If you say it, the more times you say it and the louder and more obnoxious you say it, and the closer you get right up close into somebody else's face while saying it, the bigger your discount will be on your bill. So like I want to see people getting right up close into other people's faces, yelling Pizza Panda, Pizza Panda, Pizza Panda, And like if you're doing that right in the middle of your meal, like you're basically getting a free meal. All right. Thanks for watching.